So I've been playing a lot of Silksong recently. I've been a big fan of Hollow Knight since I first played it back in 2019. So the hype for this game has been building up for a while, and now that it's out, I'm obsessed. And I've been playing so much, and of course I had to draw some fan art too, so here I am drawing Hornet, and I'm using oil pastels. So I'm pretty new at oil pastels. I've made like 2 other oil pastel drawings in the past, and it's kind of just experimental stuff. I'm very beginner, so yeah, you're gonna see me make some maybe questionable art choices with this one. For example, with the background here, I wanted to start with a light color, but I didn't have a pastel light enough on its own. So here I was mixing a little bit of blue, a little bit of green, a little bit of white, and I wanted to use the white of the paper to make the color light enough, have the paper show through. But when you do that and you're not adding a lot of pastels together, the blending becomes kind of patchy and not great looking. So that was one thing, but it's not a big deal. These things happen when you're learning new mediums. It's okay, I'm not too mad at it. So yeah, I'm gonna be switching commentary, by the way, back and forth between commentary on the drawing and commentary on Silksong, so sorry if it feels a little disorganized, but it's what I feel like doing right now. So Silksong, I had pretty high expectations for the game, and I'm really surprised to say that my expectations have been exceeded. That's the right word, right? Exceeded? They were surpassed. And I'm not surprised because I didn't have faith in Team Cherry, but more so because just how much I love Hollow Knight. I was like, there's no way they can make a game better than Hollow Knight. But dare I say, I think they made a game better than Hollow Knight. But maybe that's not fair of me to say, because I think I am enjoying it, personally, I think I'm enjoying it more than Hollow Knight. But I also know that a lot of my love for this game kind of started off and originated with Hollow Knight, so I don't know, maybe not too fair of me to say, but what I will say is that the sequel has given me way more than what I could have asked for, so I'm very happy. Okay, so here right now I'm trying to add depth to the background, and I'm struggling a little bit. At this moment I am losing faith in myself a little bit, because I'm like, these shrubs are not looking like shrubs, and they're not blending into there's no depth. I was struggling, but what I ended up doing is just kept layering and layering, and I think that was the key. You just gotta keep going, trust the process a little bit. I was not trusting the process, but it did end up looking decent in the end. So yeah. Also, as you maybe have noticed, I was also drawing directly onto my table and smudging the pastels onto my table and making a big mess. So that's another thing I learned, is maybe put a little cloth underneath your drawing before drawing. And that's what I ended up doing right now. So yeah, here I am. I'm continuing to add depth. I think I'm going all over the place with this drawing. I'm doing the background, then I drew a leg, and now I'm making shadows. I'm all over the place. Okay, what else to say? Oh, here's some blending tools I ended up bringing out, because I was using my fingers before to blend, and that was nice. I do like that hands-on kind of approach to art, but with your fingers you blend in such a large area that it's hard to keep any details. So these tools helped me. Here's my camera falling. I just kept that in because I thought it was funny. It wasn't funny in the moment, but that was funny to watch back. Okay, blending tools. basically they're good for blending small details, which was very helpful with this scale that I'm drawing in. It's kind of small, especially because like with oil pastels, the pastels are so thick you can't really even do many details at all. So yeah, anyway, okay, I'm running out of time a little bit and I still have a lot I wanted to talk about, so I think I'm just gonna rapid fire some things I like about Silksong. First of all, the atmosphere. There are so many pretty map locations. It's all really beautiful. All the locations are all like really different, but they still feel cohesive and like they belong together. I think that was just greatly designed. The music is also beautiful, very immersive. For example, when you get to Bellheart, I'll try not to get into spoilers, but basically there is one big objective of Bellheart, and once you do that and you get reintroduced to the map, okay, I finished the drawing. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna finish what I'm saying about Silksong first. Bellheart, there is one big objective, and once you do it, you get reintroduced to the map, like the music changes a little bit, the scenery changes, and there's like this little bug running around and he's dilly-dallying and he's singing, and it was just so good. I teared up a little bit, I'm not gonna lie guys, I teared up a little bit. I loved it. Okay, what else? The characters, they're so cute. The bosses, really cool. They're fun, they're interesting. The cogwork dancers, for example, I think are one of my favorite bosses so far. I'm still in the middle of the game, I haven't finished it. But what I love about the cogwork dancers is that their fight like tells a story, and by the end of the fight I'm like, I'm sad. I'm sad and I love it. And then later on in the story, you get a little bit more lore about these dancers, and it's just so freaking cool. Okay, what else? I like that Hornet talks. She has a personality. I love the story of Silksong and the theme of religion. I wasn't expecting anything like that. I love that you like the story, you're like following these bugs of faith who are believing in something that is ultimately not serving them right now, and it's really kind of sad. You see the bugs, they're suffering below the citadel, wanting to reach the citadel, and then once you get there you realize like, sure, the citadel is pretty and the bugs are more rich there, but it's not safe there either, and it's like, what is going on? Let's see. Oh yeah, and also the citadel is run by the, what is it called? I have notes here. The Underworks. It's run by the Underworks, and in the Underworks there are these bugs who are like killing themselves through their labor, and they're like working so hard with the belief that like they're gonna be rewarded for their work. And it's like, when you're there you realize like there's nothing, they're not gonna be saved, they're kind of doomed down there, and it's really sad. It's sad and I love it for the story. It's so interesting. So another thing with the Underworks, there's like this hidden room. This is gonna be spoilers, I'm sorry, but there's a hidden room with this giant bug in it, and he's like he's running on this treadmill to power these cogs, and he's like coughing and he's so tired, and he's going on about how like, I just have to keep going and my work is gonna be recognized and they're watching, and he's like just so stuck in what he's doing, and he really believes that he's gonna be saved. And then there's this treadmill next to him that you can run on, and obviously you can run so much faster than this guy. You can get the job done a lot quicker than him, so you do run still for a decent amount of time, and then once you run for long enough you get a reward, and the reward is 1 rosary. I'm like, Dang, like this guy, he's killing himself for one rosary for like, who knows when he's gonna reach that. It was just so sad. It hit hard because I know a lot of people can probably relate to that feeling of that little bug. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I had to say for now. I'm not done with the game yet. I'm still in Act 2. I think I'm almost done with Act 2. And yeah, so I still have more story to go. I'm sure I'm gonna love whatever's to come. But yeah, Silksong, all of these choices, like everything in this game feels so intentional and so well thought out. Like, it totally makes sense why it took Team Cherry this long to release the game. And yeah, it feels like a passion project, and you can't rush things like that. And I'm glad they didn't, because it turned out amazing. I love it. I love Silksong. So yeah, that is how I feel about the game so far. Here's my drawing. Sorry, I think I'm gonna put just like a still frame of the drawing for the rest of the time I was talking, but here's my drawing. I hope you like it. I enjoyed drawing this piece. It was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot, and I think it turned out pretty okay. One thing you didn't see is that my phone died during this process, but like the eyes and the legs, I ended up drawing with acrylic paint so I could use like a thinner, more precise paintbrush. But yeah, that's about all. Everything else is pastels, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, let me know what you think of my drawing, and also let me know what you think of Silksong or Hollow Knight if you've played either one of those games. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them. Okay, yeah, that's it then. I said that's it like so many times, but that's really it. Thank you for watching, guys.